Hello. I'd like to speak about heart wisdom. At first, when I was contemplating what to talk about today, the words crazy wisdom came in, and I had to laugh. And then, as that understanding sank in deeper into myself, I realized that crazy wisdom, the crazy wisdom that you hear spoken about regarding teachers and sages, the crazy wisdom within ourselves, is when it's filtered down, it's actually heart wisdom. And it can look crazy on the outside. I know that some of the things that I did certainly looked crazy on the outside at times, to my parents and to my children. They're teens now, so it still looks crazy sometimes to them what I do. So what is heart wisdom? What is crazy wisdom? What is that pointing to? There's an inner knowing of this inner knowing inside that knows which way to go, which way to turn. When we tune into it, and it's the most clear and trustworthy internal guidance system that one can have. What else are you going to be relying on? You know, sometimes things on the outside obviously make it so that we have to choose a certain path and go a certain way, right? But when something's up to us to decide who to be with in relationship, where to live, what kind of job to take, simple things too, what to eat, if we have a choice. What guides you? What is guiding you now? And I learned over the years to trust this internal knowing. You can call it the heart. The reason why it could be called the heart is because one can feel it at times inside. This knowing. And when we point to ourselves, we say, me, right here. This knowing that feels like me. It's life. We are life. The intelligence of life is guiding. It's just like a tree with its roots, and it comes up against a rock, and it needs to navigate and go around that rock and find water source, healthy soil, nourishment. And we are life. We are the intelligence of life. And when we drop down into listening, deep, deep listening, it's such a joy. It's such a joy to listen deeply and to get still and quiet enough to do so. Because what you're doing is that you're tuning into yourself. And yourself is joy. Yourself is complete nourishment, self-nourishment. And because we are moving through life, we need to learn how to navigate it, don't we? So the self learns how to navigate itself, where to turn, where to go, what is true, what is really true, and learning how to listen to that inner knowing of what is really true. It's such a gift to oneself to give that. So, crazy wisdom, heart wisdom, one and the same. At times quiet, subtle, and at times loud and rammy. What does truth look like right now? Well, it looks like everything, doesn't it? Are you feeling self-connected? Learn to trust yourself. Learn to trust yourself in this deep, deep listening. It's very, very sweet. It's a beautiful gift to give oneself and others, because we're here in service to the whole. Right? So first we learn how to give to ourselves, get nourishment here, and then we give out nourishment naturally. And that nourishes us in return in this beautiful cyclical cycle of life, inside and outside. One great whole. And the heart takes care of itself. It wants to be self-renewing and self-nourishing. Self here and the self on the outside, which is one great whole. No difference.